All right. Good afternoon. My name is Greg Cobb. I appreciate you all being here, and we're going to be talking about conference. And one of the things I wanted to share just real quick before I turn it over to Rhonda is I I've been to a lot of these, and what I find that people get from this, there's a confidence and a belief that people come away from conference with that you just can't put in a jar. You can't explain it. I have people all the time that don't go, and they go, "Hey, tell me what happened," and it's like I just spent 2 or 3 days. Like, there's no way I can give you everything that I experienced in a 10-minute dissertation of what happened. And so it's so important to go to get your confidence and your belief in what we're doing. And it's a level of confidence and belief that you can't get until you go experience it and learn who you're in business with, learn what the company's about. And that's one of the reasons why the people that go to conference, their businesses explode afterwards. And then the other thing is the excitement. People go and they get really excited about what's going on. And honestly, when you're talking to people, when you talk to people about your business, the confidence, the belief, and the excitement are what get them. And it at least gets them in the door where you can actually share stuff with them. And so I strongly encourage, if you can't go, try to get your team there. If you're going, try to take as many teammates with you to get there, because it will make an impact in your business, and there's no doubt about that at all. So, Rhonda, I want to turn it over to you and let you kick this off. So,
Awesome. Thanks so much, Greg. I am Rhonda Ubalor from Ferdinand, Indiana. And you guys, I couldn't be any more stoked about Vegas because I don't really even like going to Vegas. But, I get to go there and be with all of you and meet new people, meet the company, meet the formulator, Rick Deitch, the biochemist, and just meet the CEO, rub elbows with all these people. And anybody that's going to do this, seriously, as a business and share it with people, why wouldn't you want to? To me, you have to. It's just not a want to. It's like, if you're going to do this, go meet who you're in business with, right? And I love it because, like Greg said, I've known for years that it's excitement, enthusiasm, and belief in what you have is 80% of it. Okay. And when you get like minded people like us there, it's just like magnet, magnet, magnet. I mean, everybody, it's magnetic. It doesn't matter what's going on. It's just what's really cool, I think, is that like when they announced Vegas, by the way, I was so envious because Diane was able to go to Salt Lake, and actually before that, I had Marcella who actually went to the summit. So I was like, I learned early on that they said leaders go to conference. Leaders go to conference. If you want to really build, then you go to conference. And so I'm like, and he or she who wants their business to triple and quadruple and whatever, it's like go to conference, but bring people with you. So you never go alone. So that's been one of my missions, is like, okay, like everybody who on the call is on the call here. It's like they're going, right? Because they're committed. They want to see it. And so they're investing in their business. And I love that. And I love that the company has made it in my mind so doable, because I've been with other companies and the tickets to go are very affordable, and they've even dropped it down the ticket price for a while there, but also the rooms are affordable. And those of us that are okay with splitting rooms, guess what? We're going to share rooms and bring the cost down. But I love it that the fact that the company has put together this promotion where we can all get our rooms paid for. I'm like, I'm all about a free room if somebody's going to give me a free room to stay. And so I wasn't really thinking about this promotion until my good friend Marcia goes, Rhonda, are you looking at this? And I'm like going, what? I didn't think that was I don't know. I forgot about it. It was kind of back burner. And then Marsha's out there knocking it out of the park. And this just happened yesterday, right, Marsha?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring Marsha on because you guys are not going to believe what happened just yesterday, what she did. And I always say, I just want to be like Marsha. Okay. Just let me be like Marsha. And we say winner, winner, chicken dinner. So I'm going to turn it over to Marsha. Marsha, share what you did yesterday. And I have everybody, I mean, I just thank Marsha because she got my little butt back in gear.
Well, hey, everybody. Again, my name is Marsha Yeager, and I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. It's a great state here. And there's a few things that I have to say. Number one, I've never met Greg. I've never met Rhonda. I haven't met anybody on this team. But since I've been in, which is about 6 months, I feel as though that I have so much history that I know you so well, as though I've known you for years. That's how our community is. And, you know, I don't know if you know this about me, but I have not flown in many, many years because I have a fear of flying. And it's real. I'm claustrophobic, but I used to travel all over the world. I've been to India, I've been to Argentina, I've been everywhere. And so then when we got to the MJ training, you know, it was all about, I have this FOMO, fear of missing out. But more than anything is I really wanted to see the company, like, you know, Rhonda was talking about, meet the people that have given these testimonies that I have listened to for 6 months. And to hear the stories of how these products have really changed lives. I mean, I'm just so fascinated and so drawn that, and then I heard a testimony, and that's why it's important to listen to these testimonies, where they said that somebody doesn't have the fear of flying anymore because they took these mushrooms. I'm like, what? So I upped my mushrooms, and I'm taking 2 in the morning, I'm taking 2 at night. And what I did is I bit the dust. I bit the bullet, and I made my airplane ticket with the help of Rhonda. Okay, because I haven't done this in years. I didn't know where to start. I was just all stressed out. I'm like, I can't do this. I don't know what I'm going to do. And she said, don't, just chill, you know, and we chatted and we got it all worked out. And then I had another friend of mine that travels a lot and she helped me too. And I just did it and got it done. And so then I'm really, really excited because I want to meet everyone. And I just want to be such a part of this community and this company because I've just never seen anything like it. And so then yesterday, I got a $9.99 and a $2.99 or a $4.99, I don't know. And I started ending up on my points since, you know, this promotion starts in June and it ends July 31st. And I'm thinking, I got 15 points. Okay, that takes care of my room. Woo! So who's ever staying with me, we get a free room, me and Annie. That's good. And whoever else wants to join us. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to the end of the month. I'm going to get my plane ticket paid for too. So, you know, it's a great promotion. And where can you go to a conference where they're going to feed you 3 meals for 2 days? I mean, come on. I've been to conferences and it doesn't happen. And, you know, I just think that for the company to spend the money and invest in us says a lot. And if we're going to do this, I'm kind of like this. If I'm going to be here, I'm going to be here. And I'm just really, really excited about being there and meeting everyone. And, you know, winner, winner, chicken dinner. I'm telling you, we're all going to get shirts because that's what Rhonda's line is. And it just makes everything just, you know, so much more happier. I can't be more excited. And I'll just bring my energy drinks with me and try to stay up all night with you guys because I tell you what, I go to bed at like 9 and I'm up at 4. So we'll see what happens.
Oh my gosh. Thanks, Marsha. And I will tell you what, I don't know Marsha, okay? But like, who's this lady that's calling me all the time? You know, she's like calling me. And it's like, if Marsha doesn't call me, I'm like going, where's my daily dose of Marsha? Where's my Marsha call?
I just want to be like Rhonda.
But what's really cool is too, it's like, you know, there's so much time left, you guys. There's so much time where we can still bring more people to Vegas. So never stop, never stop. the other thing is we have 2 events in Michigan, in Grand Rapids and in Detroit, okay, that are coming up. When is it? Like, what's the date, you guys? Is it like
July 15th and 16th, I think.
Sounds good. So we got the flyers on that. But so, like, I know I talked to Diane, and there's Annette. Annette's going to Vegas, but I'm like, Annette, we got to get you to, you know, I don't know how, I can't remember how far she is away from the Michigan event, but I'm like, how many seats do you have in your car? You know, we got to fill your car to go to Michigan, because then guess what? She's already gonna, number one, have excited people. We're gonna get Annette that free room, right? Because she's going to Vegas, and then she's gonna get people. So it's like, it's so exciting, so much fun. If you don't know me very well, I love to have fun. If it ain't fun, I'm not doing it. Okay, because life's too short. You can do a lot of things that we're doing, things that make a difference, but we're having fun. We're blessing the masses. You'll hear me say that. And I'm all about, like, you know, doing it as a team. Like I said, you know, so many times I think people feel like they're all alone. I don't want anybody to feel like they're alone. I want everybody to feel like they have that support, and together we can move mountains. Okay, we can move mountains, but individually, it's like you always have that little, you know, who's sitting on your shoulder telling you can't do it, or you're not gonna get your room paid for. It's like, heck yeah, we are. We're doing it. We're getting rooms paid for. Marsha's gonna get her flight paid for. We have no doubt. Our confidence is through the roof. And what I love about Marsha, if you want to come on and share, Marsha is like the queen. I mean, the queen of getting customers. She helps customers upgrade, and she's just like popping, like her funnel's open. She's popping these people, customers, distributors. And so, Marsha, come on and share what you've been doing in that realm, because I think, I just think that's huge. I think that's a missing piece of the puzzle here. And I want to be like Marsha. So, Marsha, tell us what you're doing.
Well, first of all, I wanted to say that I'm not directly under in Rhonda's team. I'm under Greg's other leg. Okay. So I'm kind of like a side stepchild, but I'm part of the group, and I have learned so much from everyone that's underneath all of us. Like, our roots are planted and we're growing together. And that's just so cool. And to have fun, my gosh, I haven't had this much fun in a long time. And, you know, the thing it is with customers and, you know, getting people to be distributors, it's kind of like this. I personally usually get people as customers first because they want to try the product. But then what happens is they start buying more product, and I have to say, listen, you've got to pay wholesale. You can't be paying these retail prices. You know, you got to pay wholesale like me. And so you got to upgrade. And how we do that is we got to buy an activation pack. Let me show you how we do this. And if for some reason they can't use everything, I can buy it because I can sell it, or they can sell the extra product at retail and they can get money back. So to me, as a matter of fact, I've got to upgrade 2 more people. And I just haven't had a chance to do that yet because they're buying more product. And I, you know, have to just say, listen, you know, it's an ethical thing for me to do, is to help them be able to buy at the best price. And these people have money. It's not like they can't afford it. But ethically, it's like, if you're going to continue to do this, and you never know who you're going to share it with, and you might be making some extra money on the side by sharing. And so I'm constantly just reaching out to people. And whether or not, and I'm always stripping back. I go down to my customers and say, who do you know that has maybe some of the same issues that you're going through that you might be able to share this with? Because if I had known that this product could have helped my brothers a year ago, if someone had gotten to me then, they could have had a chance. But I'll never know that. But I got a chance today to share this with everybody else. Whether they do it or not, I can't keep my mouth shut, because I would have been the one that would have been able to help my brothers, at least give them a chance. And so I just reach out as much as I can. I got a lady down the street. She was out walking her dog in front of my house. I never met her before. And I go, hey, hi, how are you? How's that little dog of yours? Because I talk to everybody like Rhonda. She goes, oh, it's Lucy. I go, what's wrong? She goes, poor Lucy. She's got all these health issues, her heart, her lungs. I said, oh my gosh. I said, where do you live? She goes, a couple doors down. I said, I never met you. I said, you know what? I think I have something that can help Lucy. A couple days later, I go down to her house, give her some cell defender. I said, you start giving little Lucy some of this and see what happens. Send her information. She was trying to get on a call Wednesday night, but she couldn't get on. Now she's working out in my garage because she needs to work out. And now I gave her samples of the fiber because she's got a really, really bad stomach. Gave her samples of the chocolate trim science because she really wanted to do that. She goes, I looked at the packs and this is what I think I want to get. Well, I haven't even had a chance to get back to her to say, okay, let's sit down and figure out how to do this. You got to open this jaw, this mouth of yours, okay? I'm telling you, you just can't be afraid. Because what if you don't know what you don't know and who they know that they might be able to help? And that's a blessing to me. So I just got to keep talking and meeting people wherever I meet them. And I don't care. I had somebody today I'm having lunch with. Oh my goodness. I've known her for, I don't know, 30 years. I've been dripping. She says, I think I got to talk to my doctor. I said, Melissa, you know me. Until you tell me no, I'm going to still stay on you. She goes, I know it. I know you love me. I know you care about me. And she said, and he's the kind of doctor who will say, okay, I think you can do it. So you know what? I'm still on it. I ain't giving up.
Awesome. Raising the frequency, you guys. You see, it's like when you do that, like I said, people don't care how much you know, but they know you care. Okay. And that's when I had the phone call today from this lady and she's telling me that. Well, guess what? She's in pain and she kept repeating it. And I don't know. I've tried everything and it ain't going to help. I said, quit saying that. You haven't tried this. And I said, you gotta raise your frequency. You can't be talking. She goes, I know. And she said it like 3 or 4 times. And every time I just kind of corrected her. And I said, no, we don't go there. I said, this is going to help you. Trust me. Okay. Send me this, send me that. I'm like, okay, do it. But, so there again, like I said, it's the confidence in what you have. And they're just like, and she's already, even though she don't want to do it, right? She's just like going, I mentioned so-and-so that she knew. She goes, yeah, maybe I'll reach out to her. You never know. She might be interested in something like this. I don't know. I said, well, she might. You never know. But I don't know. But anyways,
can I say one more thing?
Sure.
One more thing. My sister-in-law has really, really bad kidneys. And it was one of my brothers that passed away last year. It's his wife, okay? She's a mess. I finally got through to her daughter, which is my niece, and I love her dearly. She's a nurse, okay? I sent her every video. I sent her as much information as I could. It just said, listen, we have got to get Donna on this. She said, fine. Donna's on the mushrooms, she's on the spray for pain, and she's on the cell defender, okay? And so Donna calls me, Marsha, I'm almost out of spray. Danny says, I think I'm out of mushrooms. So she has her kidney appointment in August. And I'm going to ask Danielle if I can go. Because I'm telling you, if her kidney numbers are down, I will cry. And they won't even know what to do because it will be a miracle. And so I'm so excited about that. And I think, and she's lost some weight, I can tell. She looks 100% better. I just saw her last weekend. And I was just like, I think this is working. And I believe in my heart that her numbers are going to be better and she's going to get better. I'm just so excited about that. So, you just got to just keep sharing it with people like Rhonda said.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I have to say, see, like Marsha's the fit person. She's the workout person, the trainer and everything. I'm like, oh gosh. I'm like, Marsha knows I can't even hardly walk yet because of my foot. So when Marsha calls, I'm like laying on my bed doing leg lifts and stuff. I can send her a picture of my leg because I'm just like, oh my gosh, I better get doing something. But I am 4.5 pounds down.
Woo!
So like losing an ounce for me is like, it doesn't happen. So that's huge. And I'm doing the trim science, by the way, and the meal replacement. So anyways, super good. So, okay, getting back to you guys, like we have 20 days left of the month. Okay. That is huge. Think of how many people you can expose. How many people can you send out this little video to? Okay. How many? In 20 days, can you do 3 to 5 people a day? I think most people can. So it's the activity, right? Your daily activity that you do every day for the next 20 days. There's no reason, I'm telling you, when you think about that, you could probably everybody could share something with 100 people in that amount of time. Okay. And so it's like Marcia said, drip, 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 drip. And even if it doesn't happen this month, guess what? You've planted all these seeds and it's still going to rain in August. Okay. Still going to rain. And so that you'll get the fruit from that. So it's like, it's only if we stop doing that daily activity. Okay. So, and then I don't know if we want to revisit, like I said, I know Diane, if you want to pop on, because Diane, I know that you have some people, like Diane knows she has a few people in the pocket that are going to sign up as distributors. So what I was talking to Diane about earlier is just like when Marcia told me, I was like, I don't know. I got 7 points already. I got excited because I'm like, oh, I need 15. I already got 7. I can do this. And so Diane, I was telling Diane, I'm like, Diane, you already got these people in your pocket, right? And so Diane, share what you got going on and how you're gonna, just kind of use this to continue dripping on people and have that kind of execute your plan before the end of the month.
Yes, and also to just kind of confirm the importance of going to Vegas, and like what Greg said, what you shared, Rhonda, what Marcia shared, and Lisa Turner and I both went to Utah, and it is everything what you said and more. You know what I'm saying? There's just everything you said and just that feeling, so special. And when Lisa got to meet Rick and sit down and talk to him about a serious health issue, and it was like the concern, it was just so real. It just resonates. So there's excitement, but it's not the rah rah crazy uncomfortable kind of excitement. It's very raw and real, and it resonates. So yes, Vegas to me, like I want to go because I want a booster shot, because Utah was like a dream. So and the thing is, my daughter is expecting her fourth child, and back in February, Mom, you're going to be there. You're going to be there. Well, she's due right around the date of Vegas, but I still bought my tickets because she went early with the others, and she's tracking really big, and I'm just banking on she's going early. So I need your prayers that she goes early, because I really want to be to Vegas. I actually considered flying, and like Marcia, I don't like to fly. I've been to Medjugorje, I've been to all these places, but then I just said, this is too much. I'm claustrophobic. I like to be in control. I feel so out of control. But now being on these products, I said, well, if they need me in a heartbeat, Jeff, will you get me on a flight? And that's never happened since 1996. So I think there's something to this that's getting us over ourselves and our fear. It's not that I don't have faith. I just, like I said, I don't like the feeling, the anxiety, that I don't like heights. I don't like being like that close to a lot of people in one little place, and I like the big sky. I love Arizona. I love the big sky. But anyway, so what I've got going is, and when Rhonda called, and it's like, when you look at it, just 15 points, like that should be super easy to obtain. And very much like Marcia, and this we're waiting to move in our house. We're in a VRBO, and I've now made friends with people here, and they're walking their dogs, and I'm just admiring Marcia's just get out, just tell them, so I'm kind of building this little relationship. Oh yeah, I see you walk every day. You're into health and wellness. Oh, we're gonna have to chat. So I'm building up that relationship to get her in. And I'm gonna say, you're looking for friends and you're into health and wellness. It's like, this is the best company to meet friends and have fun and get people well. So I'm going to be working on her. I have another dear friend that when I saw her husband looking so sick at the wedding, I just gave them my cell defender, because I had to take it with me, because if you're gone all day at a wedding, you just want to be able to take a couple of drops and keep going because it does give you energy and stamina and that calm. So it's a win-win chicken dinner. Always have it with you. And I gave it to her because I saw her husband was so sick, couldn't get rid of this cough. And you know what? In 2 weeks, she's like, the cough went away. I mean, nothing was getting rid of it, all the antibiotics, and he's been having it. And it's like, yeah, so now she's wanting to get on this, and her son is a priest that now wants to get on it. So it's like, okay, let's do this. Let's get you signed up, and then you sponsor your son, and then you'll get some of your products paid for because you did this. And so we've got that going. And another person that I've been dripping on and sending videos to that we're meeting on July 22nd. And then another girl who was just two, actually, possibly three, that have started probably just like a month just as a customer taking it. And now it's like, I want to go ahead. Okay, if you want to order more, let's get you on that activation pack because there's a moral obligation for me to make sure you're getting it at the best price and the best opportunity. And then the auto ship to get points to double dip. It's like, oh, win-win chicken dinner. Is that going to be our theme for Vegas?
Winner, chicken dinner.
Winner chicken dinner. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Got the shirt.
Yes, exactly. And it's so funny because I told her the only other time I heard the winner chicken dinner was my husband will say it. You could ask my kids. I've never heard anybody else say it. And then when Ron just said it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just, meant to be. So anyway, very, very grateful and love hearing you guys, and thanks for the inspiration. And Greg, you're great, and thanks for getting this group together, and I can't wait to meet you all in person. It's going to be super fun.
Awesome. And I another thing is I know there's even like new people, like I know like Diane mentioned on her team, she has some brand new people who really haven't they've just been reaching out to people, but they don't have like their top three people, what we talk about the prime real estate, and the top person in each one of your lines. So how huge is this, that for new people getting started, of course, they haven't really talked to that many people. And so they have an incredible opportunity here to not only get their first three people, but how we do the duplication thing. So those three people are going to get started and get their three. So that's what I love about this, is that just like when Diane went to her first event, she took somebody with her, and my goal would be for each and every one of you to not go alone. Keep working, keep getting somebody to go with you. Okay. Because if you can do that, like I said, I think there's over 20 some people on our team going, but there's no reason that we can't double that number. Seriously. I mean, and even triple it. It's a mindset thing, and it's how much action we're going to take in the next 20 days. And so just model, like I said, what Diane's doing, what Marsha's doing. I know Kelly's reaching out to a lot of people. I know I see Lisa on here. I know she can't talk, Lisa Greer, but I know Lisa has a huge number of people that she's following up with. And so I told Lisa, I said, winner chicken dinner, Lisa, you got so many people, and you know what? We're going to keep dripping on them. I gave her the advice is to set up a Zoom with Greg and see if any of these people will hop on there, because if she can close some of these people, you never know who out of that group might decide to go to Michigan or Vegas or whatever. So it's just a numbers game. But it's real people, right? Like you heard, real people getting real results, telling other people. It's not easy, but it couldn't be any more simple, is what I would say. Keep it simple. But I don't know. So what we want to talk about is the different packs when people come in. So if somebody does join you at that $2.99 activation pack, you get 2 points. And if somebody joins you at the $4.99 activation point, you're going to get 5 points. And the $9.99 pack, you're going to get 8 points. So once you know that, that's one of the main ways that you can accumulate these points. But like we talked about with upgrading the customers or just getting people, it's always about them, right? It's never about you, it's about them. So how I love it when you can go kind of give somebody the vision, like I did Diane. Diane, we're going to get your room paid for, okay, who you have? You got Regina, you got Annette, whoever you have on your team, Lisa, let's go help them get their room paid for. Okay, so that's all we have to do is reach down and help other people grab the vision, see what the company is offering. And I'm glad that somebody said about the 3 meal deal. I'm
Yeah.
like, shoot.
Yeah.
I love that they're going to feed us, you guys, but I'm like losing weight now, so I don't want to eat. I'm like, I'm going to be taking my trim science or whatever. I'm like, so anyways, but how cool is that? Because I've never been with a company where they're going to feed you. Important, right? But you don't have to leave. You'll be able to sit there and eat and network and be around the people that you came there to visit with in the first place. You don't have to run off and figure out where you're going to get your food for 2 hours and circle back around. So that's huge. That's worth the price of the ticket, And the other thing is keep asking, who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? Okay. Because I actually have team in Vegas, and trust me, I'm going, who do you know? Who do you know? How many people can you fit in your car to get there? And I guarantee you, if you focus on that and ask who people know, even in Michigan, because we still have time there, you will find people who know people. And just making that connection, you will have people there. But it does take action and it does take work on your part. So I'm like, put on your work overalls and go to work, and that's what you see Marcia doing, Diane doing, Kelly doing, everybody on here is doing that. Okay, these are the people that are changing lives in a big way, and people will gravitate towards that. They will gravitate towards something. Like here's my little card. Can't read it backwards, but it says, God brings people to me every day. I'm a magnet for those looking for hope and opportunity. Okay. There you go. That's what it is. So back to you, Greg.
I appreciate that, Rhonda. And, this company, I've been told by several of the leaders that the whole point in having people pay for conference isn't they were doing it for free for a while. And, the only reason they're doing it, having you pay, is to cover for the food. Because if you say you're going to show up, they order the food and you can't give it back. And so, but with that price point, I mean, tell me where for $100 or $140, you can go eat for 2 days. I don't know of anywhere you can. Now, you might be able to do that at home, but going out, you're not going to eat for 2 days, 3 days for that kind of money. I mean, it's just not going to happen. And so the fact that the food is included and you don't have to allow for that expense while you're there is golden. And then the last thing that I wanted to mention was, if you notice with Diane, with Rhonda, with Marcia, and I know a lot of you are doing this, but if you notice, there's a common thread. What they're looking at, and Rhonda mentioned this a little bit, they're looking how to help other people. They're tuning into where they are. That's what you have to do. You have to resonate with that person where they are, and that way you can open doors. And sometimes, if you know somebody's around, you start a conversation, you start a friendship. You don't have to attack them with the business right away. Get to know them, get to know their needs. They may have financial needs. They may have health needs, whatever the case is. I don't care whether somebody is healthy or not. They still need this product. So the product does what it does. It's going to get the garbage out of your system, and everybody needs that. Everybody on planet Earth needs that garbage taken out. And so they're going to need the product whether they are manifesting symptoms or not. And so and there's a ton of people out there that are struggling right now financially. And so this is such a gift to be able to help people with their health and with their finances that, I almost feel bad if I don't open my mouth and share it with people because they're hurting in a multitude of ways out there. And we have such hope and such a blessing. And I saw Marcia raising her hand.
Yeah.
Did you want to share real quick, Marcia?
I do. Okay. A couple of things. I have made a commission check every single week since I started taking the product. That has never happened. It's a nice little bonus, believe me. And it's almost to the point of replacing my Social Security check that I get. Now, that is unbelievable, okay? Because that's just money I can just put in the bank, all right? Why wouldn't you want to be able to help somebody with some extra cash if you have some? I mean, it's just a big, big blessing to be able to have that something extra. And I only get it because I'm helping someone else. It's not that I'm selling a tangible product. They're really getting something big in return. And that's what makes me feel good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And thanks for sharing that. So, yeah, Diane?
I also want to confirm something you just mentioned too. And so the woman that I'm going to be approaching, the new neighbor I met, I made sure I was listening to what she was about and what she needed. And what I kept hearing is she misses her friends that leave because they're summer birds, they go someplace cooler, and she's lonely, and she needs something. She's into the health and wellness. So that's why it's something like I'm going to let her know how many friends I've now met through this company and how fun it is, and so fun to help people. And she's health conscious. So I love that part when you said, listening, because that gives us the understanding of how we can truly help that person with that need, fulfill that need they're looking for. And then that just makes you feel so good. It could be the health, it could be the finances, or something different, but then also the friendships, it's very special.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And with what we have, it does require personal growth and development. And, we keep constantly getting better at what we do. And we do that by getting around like-minded people. That's another benefit of going to conference. You may pick up a way that somebody else is doing something that you never even thought of. But it's a tremendous benefit to be able to be around those people. And the last thing that I want to mention in that is when you're listening to people, if you haven't done so, there's a lot of educational material out there on identifying the color personalities. And, people will tell you in those conversations how to connect with them. And, whether they're a yellow person who wants help or a blue person like Rhonda, who loves to have fun. Like when you look at these color things, like red people, they like to make money. So if you're talking to a red person or a blue person about the details of something, you're going to lose them. They're not really hung up on those, right? Whereas if you're talking to a green person, like I'm really, all of us are all these colors, but some of us, we do have primary colors, and my primary color is green. That's just the area that I've worked in forever. And so I want to know how something works. Whereas if I sit there and tell Rhonda how something works, I've lost her, right? And so I want to encourage you to learn these colors, because when you're talking to people, you can listen for words. If they like to help people, they're yellow. If they like to have fun, they're blue. And so you can talk to them and say, hey, let's go to conference. We're going to have a lot of fun. I just got Rhonda to go, right? So if I say, Marcia, we're going to go help a lot of people, and she's a yellow. If she's a yellow person, she's going to be in tune with that. So if you learn these color qualities in people, and you learn how to talk to people, you can figure out what makes them tick really quickly. And it's a skill set. As you're reaching out, we get better as we go, right? And so I just wanted to mention, help people, but connect with them, figure out where they are, figure out who they are, and figure out how to connect with people. And it's not for malicious reasons. We're here to help people. We're here to help them with their health, with their finances, and things like that. Sometimes we need that key to open that door. And so I just want to encourage people to try to get connected with the person where they are, so you can help them get to where they want to go. And that's what we do. We make that bridge. We help build that bridge to get them over that cavern, so that they can get to the other side where they want to be. And so I appreciate y'all being here. I don't know if anybody else has anything to share real quick before we wrap up, but if not, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up, and appreciate y'all being here.
Thanks,
you.
Greg. I'm
Thanks,
actually
Greg.
I'm
Thanks,
actually
Greg.
purple.
Yeah, I know that. I know you're more purple, and most people are a mixture of colors. They're a combination. Like some people are orange or purple, or they really have two strong suits. But a lot of times when you're talking to people, they will tell you, if they focus on the fun, then focus on the fun. If they focus, some people are green as gets, and they have to have that 50-minute video from Rick, the master class, because they want to know exactly what that product's doing in the body at every step, at every stage. And I don't need to know that. I don't specialize in being a product person. And the other thing is being a pointer. Like, I don't try to be a professional on all the products. We have videos on all of them. Why would you want to know them? And why would you have to try to memorize all that stuff? And the other thing is as people are watching you, they're going to copy what you do. And if they think, oh man, I have to go get a degree to go do this business, guess what? If they're blue, they're checked out, right? If they're yellow, they're probably checked out. The only people you're going to get that are going to get scientific with you are the green people. And so, just keep that in mind as you reach out and you talk to people, and try to be a professional pointer. Point them to the tools. Don't be the tool. The more you're the tool and the less you point, the less duplicatable you are. And the less you know or seem to know, the more they're going to go, man, if Greg can do this, I can do this for sure. Right. And so just keep that in mind. But appreciate y'all being here. Rhonda, did you have something else?
Well, I just want to say something that is really kind of fun, and you can take this to Vegas, is when you shake somebody's hand. Okay. You can learn so much by a handshake, because if you shake my hand, I'm going to pull you in. Okay. And so I'm that person. But some of the people, like, they don't even want to shake your hand, right? They're like, no, that's my space, because if I go up to Greg and I'll do it anyways. I don't really care. It's going to get out of his comfort zone, where they just wait till he sees what's going to happen in Vegas. But
it stays in Vegas.
So when I met Greg the first time, he probably thought, oh my gosh. But you know what? I'll pat him on the back. I'll give him a hug. I don't care. It's way outside his comfort zone. He probably doesn't like it, but you know what? We all have to stretch. We all have to sometimes, like I said, meet people where they're at. But it is kind of interesting if you do the handshake thing. And some people will go like this, like they'll shake your hand like this. Those little yellow people, like they're like afraid to touch you, I don't know if you ever met those people. And then there's people like me, they're like, it's hilarious. It's just something to, something to do that's fun.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm all right with people I know. If I didn't know you, Rhonda, and you came up hugging me on the street, I'd probably be running the other way. But anyway, I appreciate everybody being here. And as quick as I can get this recording done, we're going to get it up so we can share it with other people. But I just can't say this enough. I'm so blessed. I so appreciate this whole team. I love working with each and every one of you. And if you ever need anything, just please reach out. I see your hand up, Rhonda, so go ahead.
I forgot to say that everybody needs to print out that PDF. You need to print that out, or go to get it sent to a printer, Staples, whatever. There, Marsha's got hers printed out. Okay. You have to print that out, fill that out, and, email that back, I think, by the 31st, right? So I don't want anybody to miss out on that. So.
Yep, for sure.
Okay,
For
bye.
sure. Appreciate that. Everybody have a great day.
Thanks.
If we can
Thanks.
help,
Thank
let us
you.
know.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Take care.